my dear students. Today I came with a new topic, that is Aruna Asaf Ali. It is a very interesting story. So in this class we discuss about the great patriot and a great daughter of our country, that is Aruna Asaf Ali. She is a patriot, freedom fighter, and also our priority is women. She is a bold and brave woman. So in this class we discuss about this great patriot Aruna Asaf Ali. She is a bold and brave woman. She is one of the greatest freedom fighter in the freedom movement. Let us start the lesson. Aruna Asaf Ali is also known as Grand Old Lady of the Independence Movement. Aruna Asaf Ali was a fiery leader who plunged headlong into politics at a time when the freedom struggle was raging and the youth were laying down their lives for the country's independence. Aruna Asaf Ali plays very important the period of freedom struggle. So she is very important because she is one of the fiery lady. She is called as a fiery lady, and she is also known as Grand Old Lady of the Independence Movement. So Aruna Asaf Ali, she is a bold and beautiful woman in that period, and she is popularly known as Grand Old Lady of the Independence Movement. Aruna Asaf Ali was a fiery leader who plunged headlong into politics at the time when the freedom struggle was raging and the youth were laying down their lives for the country's independence. So when she is going to politics, that's a very important period, because on that time the freedom struggle was going on. The freedom struggle was going on when Aruna Asaf Ali is going to the politics. She is called as fiery leader. She is a very strongest and very brave, courage, and being a woman, she don't care about the people. She is going on her own way. That is the speciality of this Aruna Asaf Ali. And then when the youth were laying down their lives for the country's independence, when she is entering into the politics, the youths, the most important and the most wanted women, wanted youths, they are laying their heads for the country's independence. Next, born into an Orthodox Hindu Bengali family in 1909 at Kalka in Haryana, Aruna broke conventions at the age of 19 to marry Asaf Ali, a prominent figure in the freedom struggle and 20 years her senior. Her marriage was brought her face to face with the freedom struggle and social service which she pursued throughout her life. So, our ancestors, so they are against the intercaste marriages. So our ancestors and our traditions also against. It is against to the intercaste marriage. On that time, so Aruna married Asaf Ali. So he is also a prominent figure in the freedom struggle. So when was Aruna born? Aruna Asaf Ali was born in an Orthodox Hindu family. So she is basically a Brahmin. She is born in an Orthodox, very traditional Orthodox Hindu Bengali family in 1909. So Aruna Asaf Ali was born in an Orthodox Hindu family in 1909 in Kalka, Haryana. So at the place Kalka, Haryana, Aruna was born in 1909. Aruna broke conventions at the age of 19. So at the age of 19, at the very early age, she married Asaf Ali. So he is a Muslim and Aruna is a Brahmin family. So Aruna belongs to the Brahmin family, but this Asaf Ali, he belongs to Hindu family. At the age of 19, he broke all the conventions, he broke the traditions which they are following, their ancestors. She broke everything and married Asaf Ali at the age of 19. So her parents, so Aruna's parents also against their marriage. So at that time when she is married Asaf Ali, so her parents were not there in her marriage time. So her parent, so her guardian, so her relative, so took care of her and married to Asaf Ali. So after the marriage, her relatives were there treating her very ill. So they are against her, so that everyone they are thinking that she is dead now, and they are doing Shraddha of Aruna. So because she is married, intercaste marriage, so that she married Asaf Ali, so that they are doing Shraddha of Aruna when she is alive. So this is the story of Aruna. So Asaf Ali, he is also a prominent figure in the freedom struggle and 20 years her senior. So 20 years Aruna. So Asaf Ali is 20 years senior than Aruna. So this is also one of the reason for the marriage, reason for the against of her parents, because so he is Asaf Ali is senior, 20 years senior than Aruna, so that they oppose the marriage of Aruna and Asaf Ali. Her marriage brought her face to face with the freedom struggle and social service which she pursued throughout her life. So her marriage is one of the reasons to go to the politics, because her husband Asaf Ali, he is also a prominent figure in the freedom struggle, and it becomes very easy to participate in the freedom struggle for the Aruna. So with the opposition of the family, she married Asaf Ali and broke all the conventions. So being a Brahmin family, she married a Muslim Asaf Ali. Now Aruna Asaf Ali's first major political involvement was during the Salt Satyagraha, when she addressed public meetings and led processions. She was prosecuted in Delhi, and on her refusal to furnish security for good behavior was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment. A few months later, when most political prisoners were being released, she was not released until a public agitation was launched in her support. So Aruna Asaf Ali's major political involvement is Salt Satyagraha. During the Salt Satyagraha, she first addressed the public meeting. She is going to first address the public meeting at the time of Salt Satyagraha, and she was prosecuted in Delhi, and on her refusal to furnish security for good behavior was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment. When she is addressed the public meeting at the time of Salt Satyagraha, she is prosecuted in Delhi. So Delhi, and her refusal, so her good behavior, she is sentenced for 1 year imprisonment. A few months later, so after her imprisonment, a few years later, when most political prisoners were being released, most of the political prisoners, most of the freedom fighters were released at the time of when the Aruna is in the imprisonment. Most of the political leaders they are released, but British government did not agree to release the Aruna. So until the public agitation was launched in her support. The publics were there in her support until they are not released the Arunas. Next, in 1932, she was again arrested and put in the Delhi jail, where she went on a hunger strike to protest against the callous treatment of political prisoners. Her demands were conceded, but she was transferred to Ambala jail, where she was kept in solitary confinement. After her release, she stayed away from the movement for 10 years. So in 1932, so it is a very important time for Aruna Asaf Ali. So in 1932, she was again arrested. So in 1930, first she arrested at the time of Salt Satyagraha. In the next time she arrested in 1932. Again she was arrested, put in the jail, Delhi jail. So she is again arrested and she is in Delhi jail. So where she went on a hunger strike to protest against the callous treatment of the political prisoners. The British government treated them very ill. So they are illegally they are treated. So there is a lack of food, there is a lack of facilities in the jail. So that she is against, Aruna is against those facilities in the jail. So that she is going to did the hunger strike. Next, her demands were conceded. Some of the demands, her demands were conceded, but she was transferred to Ambala jail. So in the beginning, she is in a Delhi jail, and again she is transferred to Ambala jail, where she was kept in solitary confinement. After her release, she stayed away from the movement for 10 years. So first at the time of Salt Satyagraha she arrested, and again she arrested in 1932. So she is going to make some hunger strike against the callous treatment at the jail for the political prisoners. Afterwards, 10 years she is away from those movements. 10 years she is away from movements. Next one, something significant happened in 1942. She attended the Bombay Congress session along with her husband, during which the Quit India resolution was passed on 8th August. Something significant happened in 1942. What is that movement? What is that significant thing happened in 1942? Yes, it is Quit India movement. Quit India movement is happened in 1942. On that time, she attended the Bombay Congress session along with her husband, during which the Quit India resolution was passed on August 8th. Along with her husband Asaf Ali, she attended the Congress session, Bombay Congress session. Along with her husband Asaf Ali, Aruna attended the Bombay Congress session along with her husband. On that time, the Quit India was passed in 8th August. including Gandhiji and other political leaders, they are arrested. Next, what followed is best described in her own words. My husband and I were not in the least surprised when in the early hours of August 9, the police knocked the door of the flat where we were staying. When they announced Asaf Sahib's arrest, I asked, "What about me? There is no warrant for you, ma'am," I was told. So, when Aruna and Asaf Ali both are in the flat, when they are in the house, so someone knocked the door in August 9. Those are not someone, those are absolutely, they are the British police. They knocked the door of the Aruna and Asaf Ali's house and they came with the arrest warrant of Asaf Sahib. So they came with the arrest warrant of Asaf Ali. So that is not a surprise for both of them. It is common for both of them and they came with the arrest warrant of Asaf Ali. So Aruna asked about her. So what about me? So is there any warrant of me? So she is asking. But there is no warrant against the Aruna. So only the arrest warrant is for Asaf Ali. Next, I pursued the British sergeant who had come in a taxi with a couple of policemen to let me accompany them to the railway station to see off my husband. Dawn was about to break and there was a cordon around Victoria Terminus to keep crowds at bay. So, when Aruna and a British sergeant came in the taxi to see Aruna's husband. So, when they came to that place, the couple of police, she came with a couple of policemen to let me accompany. So, they came with Aruna Asaf Ali and at railway station to see Aruna's husband. So, two policemen with a couple of two policemen. So, Aruna came to see her husband at the railway station. Dawn was about to die. So, it's the time of evening. So, there was a cordon around Victoria Terminus to keep crowds at bay. So, it is a Victoria Terminus. So, this is on that time she came to meet her husband. As I walked along the platform, I saw Maulana Azad sitting at a window in a compartment of the special train and stopped to talk to him. As Congress president, he was to unfurl the tricolor at a public gathering at Gowalia Tank Maidan at 8 a.m. I made up my mind on an impulse. I am going there. So, most of the freedom fighters' intention is to hoist the tricolor flag. So that they are struggling for that. They want the success. They want to hoist the flag in Gowalia Tank Maidan. So, Aruna is also one of them. She also wants to hoist the flag. So, when Aruna was walked in the platform, in the railway platform, she saw Maulana Azad sitting at a window in a compartment of the special train and stopped to talk to him. So, he is a Maulana Azad. He is sitting in the railway compartment. He was sitting. So, she saw Maulana Azad. He was sitting in a window side and he stopped her to talk something. He wants to discuss something so that he stopped Aruna to talk something. As Congress president, so Maulana Azad is a Congress president at that time. He was to unfurl the tricolor at a public wants to see. So that this is the intention of the public, those freedom fighters at AM. I made up my mind on an impulse. I am going there. So everyone made up their mind to unfurl the tricolor flag. They want to hoist the tricolor flag. Next, I quickly scrambled up to the dais, announced to the people the arrest of the leaders, and pulled the cord to hoist the national flag. Hardly had the flag been unfurled when the police lobbed tear gas shells into the crowd. So, finally, just they are at the Gowalia Tank Maidan. They hoist the tricolor flag. So quickly Aruna, so she came to the dais. She came to dais. She want to announce something to the publics. She announced to the police, the people, that the arrest of the leaders. So when they are hoist the tricolor flag, the police became angry against the freedom fighters. They came to arrest the leaders. So that this one is announced by Aruna. So she announced to the public gathering about the arrest of the political leaders, freedom fighters, and pulled the cord to the hoist the national flag. Hardly had the flag been unfurled. Finally, they hoist the tricolor flag at Gowalia Tank Maidan. And keep it in your mind, dear students, Aruna Asaf Ali is the first woman who is assembled at the time of hoisting the tricolor flag at Gowalia Tank Maidan. She is one of the first women who is assembled at the time of hoisting the tricolor flag at Gowalia Tank Maidan. Hardly the flag being unfurled, finally the flag is unfurled when the police lobbed tear gas shells into the crowd. So the British were angry against the people who are gathered at that time. So they just lobbed the tear gases into the crowd. Next, the men and women ran helter and skelter with the tears streaming down their cheeks. The experience of that morning made me decide that I would not again tamely enter jail by offering satyagraha. So that is a very critical condition. So the British they are treating very illegally. They are treating, so the people were ran helter and skelter. They want to escape from that place. They want to escape from those people. Those people means those Britishers. They ran helter and skelter. The experience of that morning, that critical experience, that bad experience made Aruna would not again tamely enter the jail by offering satyagraha. That moment she decided, so I do not enter the jail again. She made up her mind like that. Next, Aruna's act of defense on August 9th virtually marked the start of the Quit India movement. She now became a full-time activist in the movement, eventually going underground to avoid being arrested. She became the editor of Inquilab, the monthly magazine for the Congress, along with Ram Manohar Lohia. So, Aruna's that movement when they are hoisting the tricolor flag, so that movement she made up her mind, so I do not go to jail again. And then her act of defense on August 9th virtually marked the start of the Quit India movement. On August 9th, so that day marked the start of Quit India movement. She now became the full-time activist. So now she became the full-time activist. So most of the time she spent for the politics and for the movements. Now she is a full-time activist, eventually going underground to avoid being arrested. So avoid being arrested, she is trying to far away from some of the movements, and then she became the editor of Inquilab. So it is a monthly magazine. She became the editor of the magazine Inquilab. In that magazine, they are prescribed about the awareness, the public awareness, what is happening and what the Britishers were doing for us and what we are planning to doing in the future. They are prescribed like that. The Inquilab, she is Aruna is the editor of Inquilab. It is a monthly magazine. Along with Ram Manohar Lohia, she became the editor of magazine